My name is Tom, Yeti Ripper. The first show I ever played, I was 10. I will be 27 in a couple months. He's definitely influenced me and still does to this day. He played music his whole life and still does. And did a lot of touring at one point, but he does it for fun and always has done it for fun. He's always been very supportive. He used to drive my drums to bars when I was very young and not supposed to be playing in bars. Pick me up at 2 a.m. and whatnot with my drums. My brother is an interesting cat. Me and him jammed a lot, and is probably one of my favorite, if not the favorite person I've ever played music with, because growing up we lived together and jammed every day. I like being creative and writing music, and yeah, just the outlet you get with doing it, I guess. The energy and the experience of traveling, and meeting new people, that aspect of it, I guess. Touring might have taken a few years off my life. It's always been a great time, and I've got to see a good chunk of the world. We've met a lot of great people, and those shows are always pretty intense. I've played all over Canada quite a few times, all over mainland Europe 3 times. Most of the best times of my life involve playing music or listening to music in some way, partying. Music goes great with beer drinking and all those things. Music goes great with everything, actually. Touring is always interesting, I guess, in good and bad ways. Sometimes you run into problems as if you're traveling anywhere, but it always ends up being interesting, and it makes for a lot of great memories and stories to look back on in your life. Playing for people that hopefully enjoy your music, meeting new people, playing with other great bands that have the same ideals as your own, sleeping on people's floor and doing the same thing day after day in a new town. For quite a few years now, I save up for a good chunk of the year and do small tours on your days off, and then try to do a couple big tours or one big tour a year, and hope that you have a job when you come home, because music is not a financially viable way to support yourself at this time. Yeah, it's another couple friends that I've had for a good portion of my life. Mark Esterbrooks, he plays guitar, does vocals, and Aaron Young plays bass and does a lot of power stancing. And they both played in a lot of Fredericton punk bands and metal bands. Growing up, before I was in bands with these people, I always got a great excitement out of seeing them play live and really looked up to them. And so to be able to play with them after that, it's been really cool. It's always fun in some aspect. Sometimes leading up to before you play, you might not be that into it, but usually by the time you play every night, it's always a great night, in my experience. Traveling and touring has made it so I've met a lot more like-minded people than I ever would have by staying in my hometown. Stay fit and have fun. Fucking do what you want and don't do it when it's not fun. I hope to play music for the rest of my life in some form or another.